You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
How firm thy friendship. Oh,
you know what time it is. Raw with them boys of the fall. You know what time it is. On the ground with a nose for the ball. You know what time it is. Blood, sweat, and them tears for this game. Leaving it all out on the field with no fear for you lames. It's Buckeyes by a billion. We in the building with over 100,000. We represent from the uttermost to the public housing. If we don't play, all wide receivers got your secondary shook, so they cook them like Bobby Flay. Hey, stay out of my way and trust me, cause I know it's OH. Somebody please give this brother an IO. Come on.
What up, Buckeye Nation? Welcome to the Buckeye Boys, where we talk college football with real fans. I'm Devin, excited to be here tonight. The Buckeyes keep rolling in the portal. Picked up a corner edition today, a running back edition. Got some good news on a wide receiver as well, and some possible other targets in the portal that the Buckeyes are looking at. So this thing is coming together, shaping up very well. We'll dive into that a little bit tonight. You guys are stuck with me and me alone tonight. I know a lot of you, right? You saw Scoop was on Thursday night. You're like, all right, yes, Dev, Nevada. I can't wait to watch Nevada. No Nevada tonight. I'm very sorry. You're stuck with me. I'm going to do the best that I can, but I need your guys' help tonight in doing so. If you are watching and you're not in the chat, you got to get in the chat, man. Really good people in there. Talk back and forth with them. Who knows? You might get to know them, become friends with them. Also, hit the like button, subscribe button on both channels, please. As you guys normally do. Super chats are open as well on the Buckeye Scoop and Buckeye Boys channel. They both go to help our veterans that help us every single day. And on the Buckeye Boys channel, they extend to Teen Challenge, a nonprofit organization that helps people struggle. Breaker app, plug Scoop on that thing. Give us a like, give us a subscription, and Apple Podcast as well. But good to see you guys. Appreciate you guys. I see that the cat is out of the bag. Yes, it is my birthday. I appreciate that, guys. I turned 25 today. So the big 2-5, I'm almost about to hit 30. So put in the chat, do I look like I'm 25? That's what I want to know. Turning 25. Do I look my age? Do I look younger than 25? Older than 25? Just tell me what you think about my age. 25 years old. 25 years old. I don't want to hear, okay, you look 35. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know why that would be. You look 30. Thank you. I may or may not, right? I can't confirm or deny this. I just don't have enough information. I may or may not be 35 years old. I just don't know, man. Just don't know. Appreciate you guys, though, for real, man. I see this here. Super chat starting already. Thank you, Steely, my brother. Thanks for the happy birthday and the $1.99. Dennis as well. Thanks for the $9.99, brother. Guys, let me explain something to you real fast with this super chat thing. I asked Steely to help me out with this as well. It gets confusing because I stream on two channels, right? The Buckeye Boys and Scoop. I work for Scoop. As an employee, I'm a team with them. They're like family to me. I want Scoop to skyrocket. I want Scoop to have all the success in the world, but I don't control those super chats, right? And I'm telling you guys this because I talk about what the Buckeye Boys do with super chats a lot, and the giveaways and ticket giveaways and all those different things. But if you guys super chat on Scoop, and I'm on here, that doesn't go towards the Buckeye Boys. That goes to Scoop, which is still an amazing thing to do. It all goes to the Pay It Forward. Still a great thing. But the Buckeye Boys channel are the only super chats that, I can put towards ticket giveaways and different things like that. I just wanted to clarify that, right? So nobody gets upset when they say, hey, man, I've been super chatting all this money. Where are these giveaways? Where are the tickets and all that? If you've been doing it to Scoop, That's going to go towards the Pay It Forward fund at Scoop. It will not go towards ticket giveaways, different things like that. So just wanted to let you guys know that. All right. All right. So interesting day because for me, you know, I've been hinting for a couple days now about Jacoby Jackson committing, the running back out of Florida. I had pretty close ties on that one, hinting 3 days ago. I tweeted about it. I knew it would take a minute for the announcement to come out, but it came out today. Also got a commitment from Cam Calhoun, which Buckeye Nation is up in arms about because of something that we'll dive into later. And I'm expecting Kyle Parker, the LSU wide receiver, to commit to the Buckeyes as well. That's the information we have over on the Scoop message board. So we'll see. I'm going to dive into those. And yeah, clueless. I'm going to put this up real fast. Thanks for the $5, brother. You mentioned something about putting a link in the chat tonight. Are you still planning on doing that? I am. I am planning on doing that. I'm going to go over some of this. I got some just want to go over the commits we got today, the potential commits we're going to get. I have some film for us to dive into. This is Jacoby Jackson's high school film, guys, right? Because I'm limited with the highlights I can play. Do you guys know my last night's show got dinged because I played that kicker highlight video? How long was that on? Like maybe 5 seconds. They dinged the video. So shoot. Yeah, Greg, thanks for reminding me. Also, 2 huge players announcing coming back. If you're part of the Scoop message board, you would see that I broke the news about 10 days ago that Kenyatta Jackson had plans on returning to both of those, Jermaine and Kenyatta. That's what we kind of expected. So dinged the video. Yeah, thanks, Sean, for that. It means that it's copyrighted. It means you can't monetize the video because it was somebody else, you play somebody else's video or something like that on here. It gets really weird. I'm probably going to get dinged for talking about getting dinged. So I'm going to stop talking about getting dinged. All right. That's just maybe a different word, something I should try to find. I don't know. Where was I at? Okay. So Jacoby Jackson, I see it iffy here. I saw somebody compare him to CJ Donaldson. I've seen people say, yes, huge pickup. This dude's a boss. I'm in the middle with this guy. In 2024, right? Everybody knows Jordan Ball. I think that's how you say his name. Projected to be the number 1 running back off the board in the NFL draft next year. Big time running back out of Florida. Thought the Buckeyes were going to have a chance there this year, but he ended up staying with Florida. In 2024, Jacoby Jackson tied the Florida team in production with 7 touchdowns. So he was on his level in 2024, got injured, and kind of went down from there. But in 2024, he averaged 5.4 yards per carry, 511 pounds. Let me hit play on this. I want you guys to watch his high school film at least, give you a little idea about him. Where are we at? 509 yards, 7 touchdowns. Here's the interesting thing, guys. In 2024, he had a 77.3 PFF grade, which was 37th overall out of all running backs in the nation, which was pretty good. So you see, when he was on a roll, when he was healthy, he was pretty good. But here's the thing about Jacoby Jackson I like a lot. It's his pass blocking ability, graded out at 78.7 for pass blocking as a running back. You have to have that veteran presence in that running back room to help these younger backs who may be more talented as far as running the ball, but they need an actual leader with veteran, presence to help kind of teach those things as well, to show about pass blocking, because that was an area where Bo Jackson and Isaiah West did not do good this year. That's not a knock on them per se. They're freshmen. Most freshman running backs do struggle with that. But you see this guy's ability. He runs a 4.38 40-yard dash, pretty big back, kind of a bruiser type of back. Florida used him in that regard in 24, but he's not CJ Donaldson. He is better than CJ Donaldson, has better cut ability, I believe, and definitely has more speed, if you ask me. So I'm a fan of this pickup. I'm not saying, oh my gosh, he's going to come in here and completely change the running back room, but I don't see anything negative about this pickup. I'm told an upper body injury, so nothing for us. That's not an ACL. It's nothing like that. So nothing too concerning for him to come in here, but I'm thrilled with this. Mekhi Frazier from Michigan State and Jacoby Jackson are the only two running backs to visit the Buckeyes for this. Jacoby Jackson came first, and ever since that visit, that's who the Buckeyes wanted, right? So much so that they asked Mekhi Frazier to wait on making a commitment elsewhere so they could see what Jacoby Jackson is going to end up doing. And he waited and waited and waited, and they ended up working out whatever it is they needed to. They got Jacoby Jackson. I love the pickup. He shows he can catch the ball as well. I think this is a receiving. Yeah, it is. Boom. Right. Did that a little bit in college as well. So like the pickup. I think he's better than Mekhi Frazier, in my opinion. And I think he's a good pickup here. Brings a veteran presence to the room. Upgrade over CJ Donaldson, who you would kind of think he's replacing in here. And I think a pretty big upgrade over CJ Donaldson. So that's my breakdown there. You guys see in high school, obviously, it's a little bit different watching this. Yes, because these are high school highlights, right? For those of you guys see somebody asking in the chat, I explained why I'm not playing other highlights. But when you go watch his 24 highlights, he does similar things. He's not going to like juke anybody out of their shoes, but he definitely has the ability to make people miss more than CJ Donaldson did. So I like to pick up there. Guys, 1 out of 10, 10 being Quinshon Judkins out of the portal. Where's Jacoby Jackson for y'all? I got to know. Tell me where Jacoby Jackson is while I'll get this other highlight pulled up for y'all. Let me get rid of this. Here we go. Okay. Is it on mute? It is now. Here we go. The second guy we got out of the portal today. Let me hit pause on that real fast because I'm curious as to what you guys got going on. You think Jacoby is. All right, we got a 6, a 5, a 5, a 6, a 5, an 8, a 7. If Judkins is a 10, Jackson is a 4, 6, 7, 5.7. All right, Elijah. 6.5 to 7. That's where I'm at, by the way. I agree with, I'm going to go 6.5. That's what I go with. I like him. Mike Green, I do as well. Very coachable is what the Florida coaches talked about. Got humbled, came from junior college directly into the SEC. So he had that humbling experience already. So he knows what it looks like to bust his behind and get in the depth chart. So I think he fits the mold here pretty good, even culture-wise, and what the Buckeyes are looking for, because he's ready to come in and compete. So, again, very happy with the pickup we got. The other one we got, which Buckeye fans are not too happy about, some of them are not, Cam Calhoun out of Winton Woods, Ohio. Cornerback, played with Jermaine Matthews in high school. Let's see here. Right. By the way, I talked about both these guys yesterday in the show, told you guys they'd end up being Buckeyes, leaning the Buckeyes' way. It happened again. So Buckeye Scoop's been on a roll in this portal. We had Kenyatta Jackson coming back. We had the Alabama defensive lineman. We had the linebacker. I mean, so on a pretty good hot streak on Buckeye Scoop right now. So get over there and check that thing out. But Cam Calhoun started his career off at Michigan, okay? But the way he committed was at the Ohio State-Michigan game, and he committed on that visit, Okay, so that's what has Buckeye fans up in arms. There are also some tweets floating around where he tweeted that he's not going anywhere. He's staying at Michigan. Well, that wasn't true. He ended up portaling to Utah, then portaling to Alabama. But listen, I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I don't give a dang about that whatsoever. What I care about is what you're about to watch right here. Now, in Alabama, he didn't do much, man. Right? Did not have the year he wanted to have. I can't explain that. I'm not here to try to explain that. But what I can look at is what he did at Utah. Dude had 9 PBUs at Utah, 1 interception, 21 tackles, and had an 82.8 PFF grade, which was in 2024. And even last year had a 70.8 PFF grade in coverage. Even at Bama, he played in 14 of the 15 games at Bama. And watch these highlights, man. I mean, listen, when I watch the highlights, I think darn near everything about this dude reminds me of Iggy, man. He just does. Very physical, very freaking, very aggressive. I like it. I like it. You watch what he did at Utah. You know he has the ability. Okay, so I don't know what happened at Alabama, if there were better players in front of him, all that stuff. I didn't dive into that very much. I just know that clearly, based off what he did at Utah, he has the ability. And let's get this clear too. Buckeyes didn't go out. This one makes people mad. They weren't looking for somebody to come in here and fill Iggy's role. Okay. Devin Sanchez is doing that. Starting corners next year are going to be Devin Sanchez and Jermaine Matthews, unless Cam Calhoun comes in and balls out. But they wanted to bring somebody in for depth and to create competition in that room. I remember talking to Devin Sanchez and his parents about why he came here. He came here for the competition. That's why the dude came here. So I promise you, Sanchez is welcoming anybody to come in that room and try to take his spot. That's just right. Knowing him and his family the way they do, he's about that life, man, and that just makes people better. So I love this. I think it's a good talent to bring in to create that competitive environment. Dude is very competitive. You see in the highlights, gets up like Iggy. Just, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong there. You guys agree with that or not? So I think he's got the talent. I really do. So let's do this one. If Iggy is a 10, because he was out of the transfer portal too, where is Cam Calhoun for you? Where is he? Let's see where it's at with you guys. Listen, I'm jumping out of a limb. I got an 8, bro. I got an 8. I don't know what all went into the Alabama thing, why he didn't get as many snaps as he wanted to there, but I'm a fan of this. We'll see what he does with this coaching, but he's a depth piece, guys. So remember that. That's the way that I'm thinking about it. All right, so man, I just fell in love with this highlight reel. Again, sometimes I do that. When you're watching a highlight reel, you got to remember you're only watching the highlights, not watching the whole thing. But I'm coming in 8, coming off of freshly watching his highlight video. 7.5, 7, 7, 5, another depth piece. That's fair. 5 is fair as well, for sure. 7, 7, 7.5, 8, 5, 7.5. Yeah. We're all clueless. Ain't a big fan of him. That's fair. Like I said, I get it. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Studley says, pump the brakes on the sunshine pumping. Oh. Calhoun's weaknesses, that's a good question. I didn't dive into that. But obviously he has some. I got to go back and watch more tape, watch more film. Guys, here's what I'm not a fan of. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'm not a fan of Googling a player and reading what everybody else types about them and then coming on here and regurgitating that stuff. If I'm going to regurgitate what somebody else has typed out, I'm going to tell you that's what it is. Like, hey, people are saying. But when it comes to a player, I've been trying to get better, right, at breaking down film, breaking down these players. You can ask several people. I'm all about becoming friends with people that are way smarter about football than I am. Hence me hanging out with Nevada, B. Moses, and everybody that I talk to all the time. So I'm trying to get better at that. So trust me, I'm going to be watching film on every transfer that we've ever picked up. Not ever, but this year. And I am going to do a show where I give you my own opinion based off of a film that I watched firsthand, not based off of something that's already written on the internet somewhere. So that's how I want to do that. So I just don't have, I didn't do that yet. So I can't give you much of anything there. Right. Buckeyes aren't done, though. Buckeyes aren't done. They're going to be kicking the tires around some more to see who they can get. Lost 32 players in the portal. That freed up some money, guys. Buckeye fans, that's one thing to be excited about because I'm going to be honest with you. I think the Buckeyes pick up at least 2 more 8 out of 10 portal players. Do I know the position? No, I don't. That's just the feeling that I have. I feel like the Buckeyes are going to go snag us a couple surprises this year because of the amount, right, of players that left. But we'll see. I'm going to get to the Desir twins, so ask me about that in a minute. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Kyle Parker, the wide receiver from LSU. I'm told he's a Buckeye. Been battling with, I forget who we've been battling with for him. I can't remember. But a lot of people love him, man. A lot of scouts, a lot of people that I've read on the internet love his speed. They love him as a wide receiver. 5'11", 181, 31 catches for 330 yards, 4 touchdowns. Man, he is at Auburn. All right, I appreciate you, chat. Has like a, from the little bit I have seen, when he makes a highlight catch, it's pretty spectacular. So, haven't watched again, but Parker to me would be a big time pickup. I'm guessing that consistency is something he probably needs to work on with only 330 yards. But Hankton Cortez, obviously our wide receiver coach from LSU, good relationship there, fighting pretty hard to get him in here. So that should tell you everything that you need to know. I think it'll be a huge pickup. I really, really do. So, dude, I think the Buckeyes are cooking in the portal. I know that people don't think that, but I think we're absolutely cooking. I should have pulled this up first, but I can probably do it off the top of my head. But I just want to go over this one more time. The pickups that we got. James Smith, who I said it before, my favorite transfer portal pickup, man. The number 1 defensive tackle in the portal from Alabama, 6'3", 297. Play 3 tech, play nose tackle, very disruptive. You had to get some production in from K-Mac. This is the best we could have possibly done with replacing Caden McDonald with the options that were out there. The best we could have done, in my opinion. Hunter Welsing, the tight end from Northwestern, 6'3", 250. Sleep if you want to. Sleep if you want to. I think this kid's a dog. I really do. I think he's a dog going into his 6th year. Picked it up big time this year, and I know he's excited to be at Ohio State. Quay Rasal, come on, ads. Get out of my face. Quay Rasal, edge, like outside linebacker type of body style, 6'2", 240. Kind of the, more of a, dang, bro, how can I not remember his name? Sonny Styles, and this is bad. I'm going to lose Buckeye points for this. I'm going to lose subscribers and everything. What's our other linebacker's name? This is so bad, guys. I should mute my mic. Somebody help me before I lose my absolute mind. What is going on? Arvell Reese. Thank you, Jeremiah. That's insane. I am not happy with myself. That makes me so mad at me. You guys ever been so mad at me yourself? I mean, it gets bad. Gosh, that makes me mad. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So very athletic. Hey, same with James Smith as well. Very athletic. A lot of people from Alabama, he's an athletic freak type of player, but we'll see what we can do there. I think, I don't know if his production has not matched his athleticism so far in his football career, in my opinion, but we'll see what he does here. Earl Little Jr., safety from FSU, huge pickup, man. This dude's an absolute dog. Everybody was wondering, playing safety or nickel. We'll see how it shakes out. I think he's going to be more in the nickel role, but with Matt Patricia, he could be changing up the defensive scheme a little bit. Big time pickup. But we got Terry Moore as well, the Duke transfer, tore his ACL, medical redshirt last year, but was one of the best safeties in the country. 2024, we'll see how that knee holds up. But if it's holding up good, watch out. We'll have the best secondary in the nation. Christian, the linebacker from Wisconsin. Good pickup here. Very physical, run stopper, big type of body. That's what you need, man. That's the kind of guy we needed. Brings some leadership to the room as well. John Walker, another big defensive lineman. Your nose tackle, man. This is just that he's going to be clogging up the lane. So love to pick up there. Cam Calhoun. And I went to the wrong one. Devin McQuinn, Justin Martin, quarterback out of Maryland, and Mason Williams, the other tight end. So that's where we're at in the portal so far. I love it. Okay. Yeah, and the big announcement today, obviously, Jermaine Matthews is coming back. He's a dog. Definitely did not have the year I expected him to have, and he would tell you that himself. So when somebody with the mentality, I've met Jermaine, when somebody with the mentality of Jermaine is coming back, you'll watch out. I expect this dude to come out a lot better than he was this year, because you don't get more competitive. And when you look up the definition of a dog, like that dog mentality, like get some, don't be taking it the wrong freaking way. His name's popping up because he's a dog. He's getting after it. So we'll see what he does. Kenyatta Jackson showed out in that Michigan game, dude, when we stomped him in the dirt this year. Probably the best defensive player on the field in that game. He has first round measurables, first round talent. We'll see. Little birdie might have said that in the midst of the conversations, one of the things he really wanted turned loose a little bit more to get after the quarterback. That's right, changing the number 2 this year. Right? That was one of the things on his wish list. So we'll see. 6.5 sacks this year. Does he get up into the double digits next year? I think he does. And we'll see what Matt Patricia does with him. So Buckeyes scooting along. Definitely another wide receiver. The Desir twins from Florida State. There is a buyout there, and the Buckeyes are definitely looking into that. They're definitely kicking the tires, but I'm waiting to see. I'm trying to find out how big that buyout is and if the Buckeyes are still going to be interested there. But we definitely have a shot, and the Buckeyes are interested. I just don't know at what level yet. But this would be the type of pickup that I could see the Buckeyes getting in the portal. One of those surprise. Holy crap. Sorry, guys. I just got a pretty crazy text message. Kind of a family emergency here. 1 second. Yeah. So, yeah, I would expect the Buckeyes to surprise us a little bit. We only need one edge. I see that comment in there, Jeremiah. Yeah, we do. But the Desir twins, they're not just edges, if you ask me. All right, 6'5", 260. You go watch the film. I think they can play a lot of different places on the defensive line, but we'll see. But I do think that the Buckeyes are going to surprise us. Yeah, guys, I'm good. Something like that. My little brother's going to handle it. I'll just tell you what's going on. My sister-in-law cleans. So she cleans. I started a cleaning business. So she cleans businesses. She's currently in a hair salon cleaning right now, and somebody's trying to break into it. So a little brother's on the way. I feel really bad for whoever is attempting to break into that hair salon, my sister-in-law in there, because my little brother does not play games. I'm nervous that he is going. Yes, Chris, there you go. Instead of calling you, I'll tell you what's going on. So he just texted me that. It's got to leave the kids here. I'm going to watch him. He'll keep me updated. There's not much I'm going to do, but obviously she called the cops and whatnot. So there we go. I should be on the way too. Yeah, I know. I should, but she's going to be all right. She's going to be all right for sure. Okay, here we go. Y'all, I'm putting the link in the chat. Do not be scared to hit the link. Literally, guys, I'm as chill as one could get. You don't have to. Now, guys, I can't go. I got to stay and watch the kids. There's nobody else here, so we're not going to we're not bringing the kids with us to something like that. So somebody's got to stay here. But I appreciate you guys for real. I really do. But yeah, I can't go. I'm not taking the kids. My little brother would not want that. All right, here we go. Got the first person coming in, Clueless. What up, Clueless? Can you hear me, Clueless?
I can hear you. Kind of hear you echoing a little bit.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's because I had both streams going right now.
Oh, okay. I feel bad calling you Clueless. I feel like I'm insulting you every time I talk to you, dude.
It's my fault for choosing that name, right? I mean, that's what everyone's been calling me. I mean, the second half of my name was a nickname I was given back in high school. About honestly, at this point, well, high school was 6 years ago, but nickname was given to me about 8 years ago, my sophomore year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, by a football coach. So a lot of people like call me Pat Daddy as a joke and all that, and then I kind of played off of it, and it kind of just stuck for a while.
Nice, dude. I think I've only ever had. I've never really had a nickname that stuck. I mean, in grade school, they called me Grasshopper for some reason. I guess because I could jump really high. But I never really had a nickname stick like that. But Clueless, what's on your mind, brother? What you got going on?
So, biggest thing is just really impressed that you have a business at your age. I mean, I'm the same age, and I'm nowhere close to having a business or anything. That's huge work ethic, and I wanted to congratulate you, especially for your birthday. Happy birthday and all that.
Hey, appreciate you, brother.
Actually, you share a birthday with my best friend, which is hilarious because I watch you every night, and I had no clue.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, dude. Hey, listen, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Like, I don't just say this just to say it either, but it's literally all Jesus. My Aunt Chris is in the chat. Just ask her, okay? Ask her where I used to be in life. If left to my own devices, Devin doesn't run anything. Devin runs right into the ground, but I'm serious, man. When I introduced Jesus into my life and I dove into the Bible, you know, you don't expect riches and glory and money and all these things. I didn't expect anything, but it did happen. It was 100% all Jesus. Everything I have is him. When I ran my life, I wound up in prison. Okay. So Jesus is why I have what I have, but I appreciate the compliment, brother.
Secondly, I got some questions for you because I saw this going around a little bit, and I was on the board today a little bit, and I posted something earlier. Nevada cleared it up, but I don't know if anyone else has really heard about it. But supposedly Indiana was hacking into the cloud and all that, and getting people's practice film do you believe any of that? Because I mean, it somewhat makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't. I mean, I do think they're a really good team. They're an older team, but at the same time, there is some fishy stuff. Like, I don't know your thoughts, and if you maybe have some insight on this or anything.
Yeah, I don't have any insight on this. As of right now, like until I see it, it's just not something I had interest diving into because I've watched Indiana play and they're just really, really good. You know what I mean? And based off what has happened those last couple years with the Michigan stuff, it's almost like too good of a thing to bring up to get a bunch of clicks and create stories and create all these things. So, where did you first hear that from? Like, what is the most reliable source that you have heard that from?
So I haven't really heard it from reliable sources, but it's been going around like crazy all over the internet the last couple
Yeah.
days. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, and people are just taking it and running with it. And there is no true evidence or anything. And I thought it was a bit weird that a lot of people were just taking it and running with it. And so I kind of wanted to try to just squash it now. I'm a huge Ohio
Yeah.
State fan. It's just that I think Indiana deserves the credit that they've earned.
Yes, I 100% agree with you. The very first place I saw it, and this is where I think it originated, is on a Twitter account, and that's what they do. They make stuff up for clicks. Like I clicked on it, I went to the profile, and it was a list of things. Was one of the guys that said Ryan Day to some NFL team last year. It was a done deal, all that stuff. So that's where I first saw it. So ever since then, I haven't even given it the time of the day because Indiana's really good, man. And I don't see anybody beating them. I think they deserve the credit that they, are getting. And, today's day and age, man, you see all kind of stuff. There's something else on my mind that I can't remember. I mean, just listen. How many I have read way more, 100 times more false things on Twitter than I have read true things. All right. How many times was Jeremiah transferring? How many times was all these things? So, I think that's dead in the water. I don't think there's any truth to that whatsoever. But I got a question for you, man. Who do you want to win, Indiana or Miami?
Honestly, neither. But if I had
Yeah.
to choose one, just because of Big Ten, it has to be Indiana.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I would go with Indiana as well.
The chat from Indiana fans is going to be absolutely diabolical, especially with me living here in Dayton. I live like an hour outside of Indiana, man. Oh man, is it bad?
Yeah.
If I'm not running into an Indiana fan, I'm running into a Michigan fan, and oh man, they're not fun conversations.
Hey, yeah, both of these fan bases, we're getting it either way. But honestly, with Indiana's track record, I would never the second losingest program in college football history. It's almost like I feel like, hey, good for them, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you've never had any success in football. Here you go. But Clueless, we got another guest waiting below. You got any final thoughts? Anything else to bring up? Dude, I appreciate you coming on, man. Every time I do this, I want you to come on, bro. Bringing up great stuff, good conversation. You got any final thoughts?
Let's not get Seton. That's one thing for sure. Let's not get Seton.
Not get who?
Seton, Jordan Seton.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, that's a pass for me. Some people want it to be right. I know the Scoop message board has reported the Buckeyes kicking the tires there. Just based off of that, that's all I have heard in regards to. I haven't heard anything else there, but I'm good on Seton. I'm comfortable with our offensive line next year.
All right. Nice talking to you.
Hey, all right, Clueless. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man. Go Buckeyes. Dang, Clueless left too fast, man. Clueless. OH, bro. Always got to end with the OH. All right, here we go. Bringing in the big dog. Russ, what's good, bro?
Oh, it's going good. How you doing?
I'm blessed, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, happy birthday.
I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
No, I just wanted to, talk about this transfer portal. It's just crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's out of control. I feel like, it makes it not as much fun for the recruiting and everything else. I don't
It
know.
is.
It's just
Let me ask you, Russ. I've been real curious about this, wanting to talk to somebody face to face. But so that I've been talking about the CSC, right? They put rules in place that things have to get cleared through the clearinghouse for third party deals, anything over $600. Those rules are in place to kind of negate or to help some of the chaos be less, right? Because if there wasn't teams out there like Texas Tech doing this, there wouldn't be so much chaos. So you have that side of it. Those rules are put in place to eliminate some of the chaos. It would not eliminate all of it by any means, but it would get rid of some of it. Then you got the other side of it, where a lot of Ohio State fans, because Ohio State is following those rules, they are trying to be the example of the change that a lot of people are wanting in the sport. But you got another group of Ohio State fans saying, screw that. Nobody else is following the rules. You're setting our program behind by following these rules and by having integrity. I don't want you to do that. Screw that. Stop following the rules. Go out and break them. Which side of the coin are you on, Russ?
I'm on to follow the rules. Yeah. I mean, I think they're
Yeah.
trying to do the right thing, but then, like you said, I mean, other schools aren't. I mean, should we do maybe a little bit of both? I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
like I said, it's
Hey,
got control.
yeah. Interesting point. A little bit of both. Listen, from what I know, the Buckeyes are playing more in the gray, right, than they normally do, right? I mean, the Baylor kicker thing,
Exactly.
I knew about the Baylor kicker for 2 weeks before he ever even entered the portal. How does that happen?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He got in the transfer portal, and that hour later he's committed to Ohio State. So yeah,
Yeah.
a little
Well,
strange.
it's the same with, you see players entering the portal with do not contact tags on it. It's like,
Right.
how else? I mean, you're just like, you're flaunting it right in front of the NCAA. Hey, I'm gonna enter the portal, but do not contact. Well, how you not gonna how you gonna let nobody contact you, right?
Yeah.
If there hasn't been tampering. So
Yeah.
it's getting wild.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, Russ, let me ask you this question now. Unless you have questions for me, if everybody knows I can talk till I'm blue in the face. So if you come on here with me and you don't have any questions, you're left with me shooting questions your way. You all right with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
All right. Start with this. I got 4 questions for you. Favorite portal pickup so far?
The kicker.
Boom, baby. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, you got me. I think you beat me on that. I said James Smith, but you're right. It's the kicker. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Least favorite portal pickup?
Oh gosh.
I know. I don't even want to answer this.
Honestly, like the wide receiver. I don't know. I feel like our wide receiver room is pretty good. I'd rather see the young guys get a chance. I don't know.
Okay.
That's just how.
McQuinn?
Yeah.
That's not bad. If I had to pick on, by the way, the least favorite doesn't have to be negative. Okay. I'm thrilled about everyone, but since I'm the one that asked the stupid question, that was a stupid question, by the way, Russ. I don't know why I even asked it, but I'm going to go with the Ohio tight end, Mason Williams. Mason, sorry, my dude.
Yeah.
I love, right, that you're committed to the Buckeyes. All right. So, final question. We got somebody else on here. I'm not going to ask my 4th one because it was another negative one. But out of every player from the Buckeyes that entered the portal, which one hurt the most to you?
It's a toss up between like Quincy Porter and Aaron Scott. I was sad to see both. I felt like, even Fahim Delane. Those 3 really thought we were going to play a lot this year. So, sad to see 3 guys. Mylan Graham, he'd be another one, but he's dropping balls that hit him right in the hand. So, we're missing out. Really, I don't.
Yeah. For me, it's a toss up. between Quincy Porter and Jarquez Carter because I think both of those guys are going to be dogs.
Yeah.
I do. I think they're both going to be dogs. Aaron Scott, you're right. Aaron Scott hurt for sure, but going into his third year hasn't made an impact. Why is that? That's the question I would want to know. Devin Sanchez jumped you. Why is that? And then Fahim Delane. Saw some things, just some questions there, but hurts for sure. Definitely hurts. But Russ, any final thoughts, brother, before I let you off here?
No, I think that's it. Yeah. It's good
All right,
talk.
well,
Yeah. So
all right, brother. Go Buckeyes, OH.
IO.
All right, y'all. We got somebody else coming on here. First time he's been on here. I'm excited for this conversation. Elijah, what's up, brother?
What's up, Dev?
Oh, living the dream, man. Living the dream, rooting for the best college football program in the nation. I see that you are supporting the 2024 national champs. That would be the Ohio State Buckeyes, man.
University.
How you doing, bro?
Pretty good. Just chilling right
Yeah.
now.
Okay. What's that? What you got on that wall behind you? Is that a baseball bat and
I got a wiffle ball bat, and then I got
Ooh.
a MLB, and then I got some Buckeyes right here. I got a Buckeye helmet up there that's signed.
I like it. You got to tell us the wiffle ball bat. What's the deal?
So I went to a wiffle ball tournament, and it's actually a league that was in the state up north, but it was in Texas. It was in Houston, and then I went to it. It was like really big in wiffle ball, and we got second in the tournament.
Dang, bro. That's pretty
Yes,
big
sir.
time right there. Well,
Yes,
congrats,
sir.
bro. All right, Elijah, what you got for me?
I've just been doing a lot of. I really started to like this 27 class. Doing a lot of listening to a lot of the Polynesian Bowl stuff. It's pretty cool, and just this transfer portal. It definitely was hectic on the first few days of the front end, but it's definitely shaping up to be a really good portal class.
Yeah, it is. It's, I see a lot of people trying to give answers and solutions to make things and talk about, well, hey, why is there this problem? The problem with that is there's so many little things that contribute to the chaos in college football right now. It's not just one thing, right? You got some teams that sign the CSC contract that are following the rules. You got some teams that sign the contract but know that the CSC is understaffed and can't enforce the rules. Then you got some teams that didn't even sign the contract, so they don't follow the CSC rules. In fact, they're trying to get a lot of other teams to not follow the CSC rules. So, man, there is a lot of things, and there's no doubt that this year was different, right? Losing 32 players, right, all these things. But Elijah, since you've been a Buckeye fan, right, do you think the Buckeyes should transfer because they've always built their teams based off of high school recruiting? Do you think they should put less time in the high school recruiting now and more time into the transfer portal? What's your opinion? Let me give you mine before you give yours. I think we should continue to do exactly what we're doing right now. That's my opinion. Tell me yours.
I would say I like it right now. The only thing that I would like maybe change, if anything, is maybe go after the big guys a little bit more in high school recruiting, and then maybe build off and get some veterans in the portal, kind of what Indiana is doing. But not like all like it, but like get like some guys that have like 1-2 year experience in SEC play or Big Ten play, and then if they enter the portal, let's go get them.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. There's so many different opinions out there, right? I see people arguing back and forth about it, even in between Buckeye fans, getting in heated arguments over it. And it's just like, dang, man. The truth is, nobody knows the correct answer to that question, not even the coaches. Some teams are going to do one strategy, other teams are going to do a different strategy. And it all just depends because for me, there are hits and misses in both the portal and in high school recruiting. Now, I could see Ohio State signing not quite as big a high school class, right? But I just think either way you do it, you're going to have hits, you're going to have misses, you're going to have surprise people leaving, you're going to have surprise additions. I just think right now your best bet is just operate like you've been operating, because we just won a natty, right? And Elijah, let me ask you this question. Do you think we lost this year because we didn't have enough talent on the team?
No, I think we lost. I felt like our minds just wasn't there in those two games. I just felt like we kind of lost sight of what we were going after. Although the players and coaching staff were saying, "Oh, we're just like gonna continue this plan where our minds are in the right space." But I don't think our minds were there in the Indiana game coming off that team up north win, and I feel like it kind of just blended over, especially with Coach Hartline leaving in that time period there. That was just an absolute mess. And I just feel like we could have definitely done better with our mentality during those two games.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ryan Day did an interview here recently. I just got done reading it. One of the things he kept bringing up in the interview was how young this team is, right? I think that's something we forget. Last year, super veteran team, not a super young team this year. I need to figure those numbers out. Matter of fact, I'm going to figure out the average age last year, average age this year. But this year, less experience, younger team. Ryan Day brought that up, and he brought up the fact that they did not handle that 25-day rest in between the Indiana game and the Miami game. He talked about how they just did not handle that correctly, right? That's a new experience for Ryan Day. He's never had to do that before. I understand Indiana was in the same boat, but Indiana is the oldest team in college football. They got a bunch of NFL age players on their team. So it's, to me, it makes sense they handled that better because of the experience that all those players have. But it is interesting that he kept bringing that up, how young the team was and how they didn't handle that break very well. But my point being is, I think we had the talent to win this year. Even when you look at the Miami game, it was a close game, right? It
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
for sure.
24-14 like the score said, or whatever the final score was. That last touchdown, they probably would have scored anyway, but right, something was a little bit off there. But that was a close game. There were several misses from Julian Sand. Our kicker missed some. The game plan was not the best. Point being, we did not play well, still scored 14 points, and still was in a position in the second half where we could have came back and won that game. So I don't think it was a lack of talent that got us to where we're at. So Elijah, any final thoughts, brother?
Um, Nothing too much. Just we're gonna keep on riding this way. We're gonna be pretty good heading into this 2027 season, and I feel like we're just gonna keep on rolling on the recruiting side of things. And I just like we're gonna keep on going. We got a great receiver core. We got a great offensive line coming back, and I feel like we're gonna be set.
Yeah, I love it, man. Love the optimism. Keep that up. We have enough negative Buckeye fans. We have plenty of them. We don't need to create any more new ones. There's plenty of them to go around. Elijah, appreciate you having the courage to get on here every time I put this in. Dude, come on here, bro. Talk some Buckeye football with me. I love it, man. Appreciate you joining me, Elijah. OH.
Io.
Fire, man. I love it. I love people coming on. I love talking to new faces, new minds, new people. So yeah, I love it, guys. If anybody missed the link, wants me to put it in the chat again, I'll do that for you. If not, that's fine. We'll dive into these super chats. I don't know why it says I have 21 super chats. There's no way. Really? Golly. A lot of super chats to go through. My dudes. Okay, so I already did this one. Already did this one. Already did this one. Let me see if somebody wants the chat or the link in the chat. I saw somebody talk about and OC. Somebody did a super chat there. That's Ohio. Oh, okay. All right, Steely, I got your text. It's cool. All right, yeah. All right, okay, never mind. I got you. Where are we at here? All right, I was seeing if anybody wants me to put the link in the chat. I don't see anybody else. Steely, if I miss somebody, shoot me a text. I'll put the link in the chat, but we're going to dive in to the super chats here. Aunt Chris, thank you for the $9.99. You could have just Venmo'd me. Now you gave YouTube a little bit of money too, but that's okay. I'm grateful. I'm messing with you, Chris. Thank you. Seriously. Happy birthday, 35th. Now that I'm not happy about. You just told everybody thinks I'm 25 until you just told them I was 35. I had everybody convinced I was 25. Everybody thought I was 25, Chris. Golly. Jay, thanks for the $19.99, brother. Need you to confirm a rumor. Is it true that Michigan is still guarding their logo? God bless you and the Scoop family. Happy 21st birthday. That's my dude, Jay. That's my dude. 21st. I like it. So, oddly enough, I did get that confirmed today. Actually, a couple of their players entered the portal to specifically go and guard their logo because coaches were like, no, right? If you're not going to come train, you're not going to watch film, then you can't be on the team. They're like, well, I'm just going to have to enter the portal and go guard this logo. So that's the rumor. It's not a rumor. I confirmed it today. So, Jay, good super chat, bro. Clueless, thanks for the $5. Dev, you are super mature for your age. Appreciate that, brother. Life did that to me. My dumb decisions did that to me. So I am grateful for my dumb decisions, though. Believe it or not, I wouldn't change a thing. Clueless, thanks for the $5 again, man. Hey, Dev, you mentioned something about putting a link in the chat. Oh, yeah. Yep. Thanks for the $5, brother. Gio, what's up, my dude? Thanks for the $5. For all of the incessant naysayers and complainers about our strategy about the portal, shh, just accept how wrong you were. OHIO. Gio, well said. Well said. We are currently ranked third in all of college football when you combined our 26 class and our portal class. Third. And we're following the rules. Okay? So add that on top of what this coaching staff is doing. I got nothing negative to say. I think we're fine on offensive line. I love the decision to stick with who we have. Now, that's just my opinion. Could I be wrong? For sure. If I am, I will come on here and talk about how wrong I was. Did it before. I was dead wrong about Justin Fry. The dude can develop. And maybe, hopefully, we see if he's available to come back and help develop. Maybe. Gio, thanks for the $2, ma'am. Happy birthday. Thanks, ma'am. Blessings and all the best. Same to you, Gio. Appreciate all your support all the time, man. You're awesome. Gene, thanks for the $25. Happy B-Day. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Not man. I just say man after everything, but I appreciate that. I need to stop saying man so much. I say man a lot. Man. Sean the Hammer, remember for 13 months, there it is, knocking it right in the hole, dude. Right in the hole. I'll be golfing Saturday morning again. I gotta knock out the double bogeys, guys. Last time I was golfing, I had 3. So the time before last, right, I was under par. I think I was 2 under. And then the next time I go out, I have 3 double bogeys and I'm 9 over. Mental. I lost it. It was bad. Golf is a mental game. Mark, thanks for the $9.99. Happy birthday, Dev. We love you, bro. I love you guys, man. Seriously, I do. I'll say it again. Anybody needs anything or knows anybody that struggles with quite frankly, anything in life, man, shoot me an email. That is why God brought me through the hell that I put myself through is to bring me through the other end to share my testimony with somebody that needs to know that there is always hope. So I can't express it any more than I am. You know the email, thebuckeyeboys with 3 Z's at gmail.com. I'm not playing. Shoot me an email. Can't promise you I'll get to the email super fast, but when I do, I promise you I'll do everything that I can. Sean the Hammer, thanks for the $10. Happy birthday, brother. Appreciate that. I gotta breathe for a second, guys. Sometimes I keep talking and I forget to breathe. Steely, thanks for the $1.99. Great day to be a Buckeye. Yes, it is, man. Kenyatta Jackson coming back. Jermaine coming back. Landed very good RB3/RB2 potentially. And we landed a good depth piece at corner that has the potential, right, to be a starting caliber. He just does. The film does not lie. It's there. Josh, thanks for the $1.99. What about the Penn State guy? Josh, what Penn State guy? Chaz Coleman, that Penn State guy committed to Tennessee. If it's somebody else, chat or Josh, put it in the chat. I'll see if I know anything. Steely, thanks for the $1.99. Turns out the sky is not falling. Imagine that. Imagine that. Turns out our defensive line was not the weak link of this year's team like a lot of people thought. Turns out that Twitter is wrong. Can you guys imagine that? Twitter's wrong. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Josh, thanks again for the $1.99. So who is officially gone and who could have stayed? Max Clare was the one that I felt like should have come back, but he did not. K-Max gone. Could have came back. Arvell Reese is gone. Could have came back. Caleb Downs is gone. But Caleb Downs, Carnell Tate, K-Mac, Arvell Reese. Who else am I missing? Those are first-round draft picks that could have came back. So you can't really hate on them for going anywhere. But I actually had hopes K-Mac was coming back. I did, right? Because he got some fringe first-round grades, but he didn't. We'll be all right. Next band up. Bart's, thanks for the $9.99. By the way, guys, when I'm reading the super chats, I don't have access to the regular chat. Let me get over there real fast, see if Josh was talking about a different name. So, yeah, when I'm reading the super chats, I can't see the chat. But you know what? I got my main man, Steely, in there. Steely, if I'm missing something in the chat I need to know about, shoot her my way, brother. He needs to put on payroll. Thanks for the $9.99, Bart's. Dev, you do a great job. Appreciate that, man. With adding QB depth, is St. Clair 2B2? If not, that has me a little concerned. Great size, great arm. I fully expect St. Clair to be QB2. That's what I fully expect. That's what I'm told. He's a grinder in the film room, and that's normally where a freshman QB, right, he needs to gain that knowledge, and he needs to get experience too. So this is the year where if Tavian is the future of this program, I think Day needs to force him into that QB2 role. I think he does. I think he needs to give him the reps. He needs to get him in the game when he can, because you just got to do it. That's the one area that I really pray the Buckeyes change. And maybe after what they saw in this portal, it'll force their hand to give these young guys playing time. Because it does two things. It gives you film for when they come back, right, at the end of the season and ask for more money. When Blaine Bradford and, right, rightfully so, when they come back and ask for more money, right, you have the film to look at and decide, all right, do I give it to him or do I not? You got to give him that experience, because whether you give them experience or not, they're coming back and asking for the bag. 90% of them are going to come back and ask for the bag. You might want to know whether you should or should not give them the bag. If you don't give them the shot and the experience, they're not going to. And also, you give them playing time, they're going to have, for the most part, I would think they'd want to come back, even though it didn't work with Jarquez Carter this year. Doodah, thanks for the $10. Happy 60th birthday, Dev. Social Security is just around the corner. I don't know if they'll have Social Security by the time I'm that age. Is Social Security still a thing? But appreciate that, man. Thanks for the $10, dude. Oh, man. Clueless, thanks for the 10, brother. Scott made a huge impact on special teams. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Scott is the one where, because of depth, because of the roster and whatnot, Scott is the one that I would love to know what he was asking for and why we didn't pay what he was asking for, because probably one of my biggest gripes of the year is why he didn't get more playing time. But there's not a lot of evidence to back up me being concerned with that, because the few snaps that he got, he looked really good. Special teams, he looked really good. But let's all remember, there's way more to college football than just playing football, right? There's a lot of behind-the-scene things. I'm not saying there was any behind-the-scene things there. He is not one of the names I heard of, but there are some players that entered the portal that have behind-the-scene things that normal Buckeye fans are not aware of, which is why I don't freak out about it, because I heard and I know, and I'm like, well, it makes sense why he's in the portal, right? Could have been a great football player, but clearly mentally not there, not prepared to focus and do what needs to be done. But yeah, Scott is about to go visit Oregon, I think, and Texas. So he's getting some, big time teams are interested in him for a reason. So one thing I could think of is a dude was asking for an absolute bag, but I don't know, man. Johnny, thanks for the $1.09. Where's Tinker? Tink. She sleeps on the. There she is. Tink. They wanted to see you. You being a good girl? Are you being a good girl? I got home today, and she's got a beard. She's got long hair. Picked her up, and it was like she hairsprayed her beard, put gel in it or something. It was solid as a rock. So I don't know what she got into, but she had a heyday today eating something. Got it all in her beard, and it dried and made it really hard. I think it was a bowl of cereal. I think it was milk. Did you eat a bowl of cereal today, Tank? You little suckerfish. Yeah, you did. She's a stinker. Panky, thanks for the $9.99. Pete, damn. Sorry, dude. See, my bad. Thanks for the $9.99 though, Pinky. Natural, thanks for the $20 holla. Happy birthday. Appreciate you, Natural. Being here every single night. One of the great ones, man. Thank you. Steely, thanks for the $1.99. Great calls, Clueless, Russ, and Elijah. Yeah, y'all are great, man. Keep coming on. Anytime I put that in the chat, please. Y'all did great. I love it. See, just normal fans having a conversation. Ain't nothing crazy, man. Pinky, thanks for the $1.99. He's the DC at Ohio, not Ohio State. Sorry, you're all good. Pinky got confused. Ohio University hired an OC today. Little confusion there. Makes sense. The Ohio name gets you every time. It's got me a couple times, man. All right. Yes, she's a Karen Terrier. She is a Karen Terrier. Definitely Yorkie-ish. Doesn't act like a Yorkie at all, but yeah, she's Karen Terrier. Tinker the Stinker. Darn right. Some gun talk. My grandpa, sorry, Aunt Chris, my grandpa was my favorite family member of all time. Passed away a while ago. Got a plaque of him right over there on my wall out of burnt wood. My Aunt Chris actually got it for me. I've had it forever. But he collected guns, so I'm a psycho about guns too. He collected really old antique guns, so he's got the biggest collections you ever see in your life. Let's see. All right. Kyle Parker, the LSU wide receiver, is a Buckeye. Boom, baby. There we go. That's a big-time wide receiver pickup. We in there, man. That's a big wide receiver pickup. I love it. So that's good news, man. Just got the text. It's a done deal. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's on Twitter yet or not. Probably not. But just got told 99.9% confident. So there is that 0.1% chance. But there we go. I love it. Love getting that news when you're on live, right? So, Buckeye Scoop guys, I'm serious. I'm not just saying it because I'm a staff member, right? I've read all the boards. I've read all the Ohio State boards. And as far as like intel on definitely the portal, Scoop has absolutely demolished every other board, every other show, everybody everywhere on right portal predictions between me, Nevada, Funky, and B Moses. I mean, I, I, I can't think of one we didn't have on the Scoop message board like hours before it got actually reported anywhere else. More super chats came in. Yeah. Sade, thanks for the $1.99. Happy B-Day, man. What do you do for a living? So I own a remodeling / handyman company and a painting company. Yeah, so construction for a living. I mostly go around, do a bunch of estimates anymore, behind the scenes business owner type stuff. But yeah, man, God is good. Clueless, thanks for the $2. Heard it here first on Scoop. Yeah, you did. You did. That happens a lot. It happens a lot. A lot of grinders. A lot of grinders work for Scoop, man. We're like a family there. A lot of grinders on the board. A lot of grinders on the YouTube show. Nevada is the rock that holds the thing together. He's the OG, the GOAT, man. He's got one would say he's got a source or two. I'm here to confirm that he does. And when you are first in a lot of things, the haters build up quite a bit. But facts are facts, man. Scoop kills it with a lot of insight, a lot of intel, with a lot of good people. So gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. It's crazy to think about that. Ohio State follows the rules to a T, and Georgia and Alabama are doing it as well. But man, from where I sit, Ohio State is leading the charge with talent acquisition. And you remember when the portal first started and everybody was freaking out how Ohio State needs to change everything, change their ways, do all this. You know how many articles I've seen written about that? I don't think so, man. I think they're sitting pretty good. Obviously, they got a few small adjustments to do because the game is changing. You got to change with it. But as far as completely revamping everything, I never understood that. Why people freak out like that. Stars, you know how many people I talk to that say that, yeah, the main thing we do is like kitchen and bathroom remodels, build a lot of decks and fences, a whole lot of painting too, wood rot repair, flooring, drywall, siding, painting, pressure washing, do a whole lot, man. I'm blessed because I went through about 40 employees before I found like a solid core of 5. Okay, so, but I have. And my little brother, Aaron, runs the company with me. He's way smarter than I am when it comes to doing this work. So, one of the few times when they say don't go into business with your family, well, I can't say that because my little brother, he's a boss. He's a one-man crew on his own. And some more news for you guys. We are 90% sure we're about to have a massive addition in the portal. Not weird. I just got done saying how I feel like the Buckeyes are going to get a portal edition that's going to surprise everybody. Shout out Funky. Right. Have the same type of feelings that probably about to get an addition in this portal That's better than any addition we've got so far, and it's about to blow everybody's mind. It's about to blow everybody's mind. So as soon as I get the name right, it's being kept under the wraps pretty big time because of the way the portal is ran, but his coaching staff is doing some work behind the scenes that we are not aware of, and it's hard to get info. Very hard. If you understand, if I told you guys some of the sources I have with the little information I have got, you guys would be like, "Oh wow, that's a weird chain of events. That's a weird. This guy knows this guy. Put me in touch with this guy." And it's not third-hand information. It's like information that either talking to these players or coaches directly type of stuff. So it's pretty wild. And it's from like old relationships too. So the same vibe, man. It's a vibe. So just a feeling, right? It's just a feeling that we're getting, and we think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. I just got done talking about it. So I know I'm a tease. I know. So sorry. But all right, y'all. I think that'll do it. Hold on. All right, y'all. Listen, I appreciate y'all. Cade, what's up, Cade? Long time no see. Yes, it's my birthday today. I appreciate you guys. Been an hour and 16 minutes. That's wild, man. That's wild. But listen, trust these coaches. They're doing some work behind the scenes that we're not aware of. They're getting things done. They want to win more than we do. So we good to go, man. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, hit that like button. Don't forget, I'm on 2 channels, guys, the Scoop channel and the Buckeye Boys channel. It'd mean the world to me if you guys, you're not subscribed to my Buckeye Boys channel with a Z, Buckeye Boys with the Z. If you're not subscribed to that, it'd mean the world. If you go over there, subscribe to that, shoot me a like, watch the show on that channel too. Does a lot, man. I love seeing that channel grow as well. Try to do a lot of giveaways from that channel. I like the Buckeye Boys to be ran by fans, for fans, all that good stuff. It's not just a slogan. It's really where my heart is with that channel. But I couldn't tell you guys my gratitude with words. I have for you being here every single night. Means the world to me. But on that note, I got to go get me something to eat. They need an update. I haven't got an update. But let me see if he responds real fast. And I'll give you guys an update. My brother's not known for responding fast, so I'll wait 1 minute. Let's see what he says here. I'll wait 1 minute. Hey, listen, guys. Jeremiah says, I hope you're not trolling us with the major portal edition. It's more of a feeling right now based off of like a conversation that we'd had, but I hope you guys don't take it as trolling. I shouldn't even have said anything, honestly, until I normally don't do that. Shouldn't have said anything till we had it nailed down more, but you guys are like family, so it is what it is. Giving you a little bit of that's how these things start. We talk about it, we start getting a feeling, then we dive in, try to find out more information. So I just shared with you guys the beginning of a potential nugget that Scoop was going to be having. So sorry, I don't want to, not trying to troll, not trying to get your hopes up. I shouldn't have said anything, but that's the feeling that we're getting, that is coming from, right, a source or two. So we'll see. We'll try to nail that thing down, but hopefully it's a big old name that gets us pretty excited. But all right, y'all. Appreciate you guys. Not got a response, but yes, everything is fine with the break-in, or I would have heard about it by now. Appreciate your guys' concern. Appreciate your prayers. Appreciate all the support. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Go Buckeyes. OH.